Alright guys, so a bit different video to guys today. Today we're going to be doing a video on repairing this chainsaw. This is you can see a Poulan Pro 42cc. This would actually have an 18-inch bar. Now for you guys that don't know, this saw is actually made by Husqvarna. I don't know if it's the same saw. I doubt it, as their 18-inch, because this one's a little bit cheaper. It's a lot cheaper. But this thing runs like a beast. But the only problem is, as you can see in there, this has the weird clutch, but as you can see in there, the little crankshaft thing that's supposed to be on there is broken. So I want to get this top torn off. We'll see what's in it. As you can see right in there, there are these weird things. I don't know what you'd call them. I have a feeling I know what they call them, but I don't know for sure, so I don't want to tell you guys that you need that kind of screwdriver, and then you go out and get it and it doesn't fit. So I'm just, as you can see, they got that little notch in there when I showed you. So I'm just going to use a long flathead screwdriver here. I'm going to tear this thing apart. Yeah, see if I can set you guys up on time-lapse, but I don't think I will. So I'll either get you guys on time-lapse, or I'll see you guys when I get this thing apart. Guys, so just pop the top off real quick. Yeah, there it is. And I believe this is for the air filter. Yeah, it looks like it so it can breathe. So I'm going to put all the screws in a bag so we don't lose them all, because, you know, why would I want to go buy them when I could have just put them in a cheap bag and not lose them. So I got the top popped off here. I don't actually even believe I told you guys I'm going to be doing to this. I'm going to be putting a new crankshaft in it because that one's broken, you know. And if you try to weld it, it's not even going to be straight, so it's not worth it. Just put a new, it's like $50 part, hopefully. So yeah, I got the top popped off. It looks pretty nice, and actually under here, I'm kind of impressed with it. But yeah, as you can see, guys, this air filter is just, it needs a new one. You can try to wash them. I do that actually a lot with my weed workers, because maybe some of you guys know that me and my friend, we actually own a small landscaping business, and they get used pretty hard. So I like to wash them out. On this one, I might try to wash out depending on how bad it is inside. I might just try to blow it out with an air blow gun too. That works pretty good. I know some of you guys don't like doing that, but I never had a problem with it. But this is chainsaw, it's kind of a little bit different, so I'll probably replace this. So now I gotta figure out how to get to the bottom of it. So I'm gonna pop this pull start off up here with this, and I guess these bolts down here looks like it might do something. All these have to come out. With some of them are star like that, and some of them are these other kind. I'll tell you guys what they are here soon. I'm gonna go look it up right now, because I'm pretty interested in to see what these things are. Another thing I've been getting a lot from some of you guys on Instagram. If you don't have my Instagram, check it out. The guys, a lot of you guys go to tech school. That's with your program with your high school usually. Some of you guys might have it, some of you may not. Fortunate enough for me, my school has tech, and it's actually a really good tech school program. It's one of the best. So I'm actually going for diesel. I know some of you might think that I'm going for small engine, because that's pretty much what I do on my channel. But as you guys know, I have a big rig now. Well, you know, decently big truck. That's also a diesel, big Cummins. So I want to learn to work on that, and as well, I want to be a mechanic when I video quality. I think. Alright guys, so I got top off, the pull start off, and a little exoskeleton thing with the handles and all that off. So this is what's left. Yeah. We got the flywheel, got the head and all that stuff. So as you guys can see right here, got the flywheel, the cover off and all that. And there you can see it is indeed a Husqvarna. This thing has never been open. It's about 2 years old probably. The saw has been apart. No one measure theory, bought it brand new. So these are the bolts that I think we have to get apart to get to the bottom part of the motor where the crankshaft would sit. Another thing is this bolt right here, these bolts, there's a bunch of them here. It's a combination between the other bolts I showed you right there, those things, and these. These I just use a 1/8 inch Allen wrench on, because I could not find this stupid star tool. I know I have it around here someplace, the one that fit this, except it was really annoying me, and I was just about to go out and buy another one, like a new star set. And then I was just trying around, and I got a 1/8 Allen key to fit. Now, if you guys like are all about the proper stuff and don't want anything to be hurt, no screws are stripped or anything, then you guys want to go out and get the proper tool for this. But I know the 1/8 inch Allen key does it really good. It didn't really hurt any of the points on there, as you can see. So I'm just going to use that for now. And that took it off perfectly, pretty much perfect torque. So if that thing starts to slip, we know we were done. Not going to go any farther. So we're going to be very careful when we put this back together, not to strip any of these. So if this would ever happen again, we could take it apart again. But if worst came to worst, I could always just retap it. I keep getting these stupid notifications on this phone screen. Now it's getting too hot. So if the video quality is not the best, bear with me here. So we got these off. We got our 1/4 inch Craftsman ratchet here. So right now we're using the 5/16 socket to get this off. I believe this is actually a metric because Husqvarna is made in Sweden where they use the metric. But this socket actually works, and it's just the quickest thing I can get my hands on right now instead of looking for a metric socket. So I'm going the wrong way right now, but we'll get these off and we'll get it done. So I just got all those bolts off. As you can see, they're a bit longer than I thought. So yeah, I had to actually go upgrade to a 3/8 ratchet because the 1/4 inch one it was just too small to get the leverage that I needed. I got the first one done with it, but it really took a lot of leverage with the 1/4 inch. With the 3/8, it wasn't that hard though, so that's pretty good. For another thing, I kind of want to include like a tech tip on each of my videos, new improvement. So when you have all these 6-point bolts, especially if you're going like high torque, it's like on there really tight, I recommend using a 6-point socket instead of a 12-point. Now, I mean, if all you have is a 12-point, that'll get the job done just as well, pretty much just as well. But a 6-point, if you're really going high torque, it's gonna get you more grippage on the bolt, so it won't round off easy. Now I know on some of the Duramaxes and all that, they actually have 12-point bolts that you actually need a 12-point socket for. That you can't use a 6-point socket for. You got to use 12-point. But on a 6-point bolt, I recommend using a 6-point socket. Yeah, so that's not to say that you can't use a 12-point. 12 points work really. But I got to figure out how to get this black plastic off and all this stuff. Alright guys, so I just got the clutch off. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but luckily, unlike steel, they actually leave a marking that says which way to turn it. So I couldn't figure out how to do this. I was trying to do it with a chisel, or like a punch, and kind of hammering it with kind of like impact kind of would do. But I've been looking up a few videos, and I actually found a video, e-replacement parts, and all they do is they just take a channel lock, like so, and they just grab those tabs and they just yank it down and it comes right off. So that's what I did. So I'm gonna I put a vice grips up there to stop it. Gonna get this crankshaft out, clean this up, and come back tomorrow because I gotta go. Alright guys, so we're back. It's like 4 or 5 days later. It's Sunday right now. So I got the new crankshaft ordered. I believe I got this part on Amazon. Here it is. I just opened it. Came yesterday. Here's the little receipt bill. Open that up real quick. Show you how much it was. It comes with the crankshaft connecting rod because I don't think it gets the connecting rod off the original one. So there it is. We're gonna have to take all that pieces off the old crank, like the flywheel and the seals and that little spring and the actual piston itself off. We're gonna have to put it on this one. And then we're going to put it in the chainsaw, and then we'll reassemble it and hope that it works. So, I'm going to get all this torn off this crank, and put it onto this one. So I just got the little pin, the little clip out of the wrist pin, or piston there. So there's still one on that side, but we don't have to worry about that. That's just the one we have to remove. So now we just got to pound the wrist pin out. I pounded it out a little bit. So I'm going to take a bolt. You can use a punch. I recommend you use a punch. But if you don't have a punch, you can use a bolt. That's a simple trick. So, I mean, I have a punch, but I'm going to show you guys how to do it with a bolt. So you're going to find a bolt that fits it good. And I'll drop it like so. Alright guys, you guys want to make sure to drop it as many times as possible to get all that dirt in there, you know, so your engine runs prime condition. So you're going to stick it in there, and you're just going to pound it out with a hammer. I recommend you probably should use a brass punch, so you don't dent up the wrist pin too much. But if most people don't have a brass punch, so you can just use a normal steel punch. Another thing to get these pins out, I'll also leave another video how to remove that, or just a link to the channel called E-Replacement Parts. He has some very good videos there. So I just used a little to remove it. This one is made by Cobalt. Harbor Freight has a set of 4 for 99 cents, I believe, and this one's just a bit more, probably like $5 range. But this one just has a nice rubber grip. So when I picked, I don't really matter. The Harbor Freight ones probably work just as. And just like that, we got the piston out. All I had to do is take the clip out, pound out the wrist pin, and it's off. It doesn't take that long. So there we go. There's the crank without the piston on it. There's the rod. Pretty sure that you can't get that off. I mean, you might be able to if you really want to, but there's no point because the new crank has a rod on it. So we put this on. I already got the bearing off, and I guess it doubles as a seal too. And the little spring stuff. So we're gonna remove this flywheel right here. So yeah, now we just gotta remove the flywheel, get the other seal off, and then we're gonna switch everything over to the crankshaft, the new crankshaft. Alright guys, just got the piston in. I'm gonna try to make this quick. Running out of storage, so this is gonna the final video. It's gonna be final part of this video is gonna be the chainsaw back together. So I just got the piston in. You gotta make sure you got the porting lined up with the carburetor side, and the ring lined up with the little pin in the piston, and then the sides right in. Don't try to force it, 'cause if you force it, that means you don't have it in right. Just give it a little bit of a nudge, and it should slide in. So we got the seals or / bearings lined up with the bottom plate. So we're gonna reconnect the fuel, and we're gonna stick it back in the motor, and then put all the plastics back on, and she'll be good. Okay guys, here it is, all done. Poulan Pro 18-inch 42cc chainsaw. So got all the plastics put together. As you can see, I've been sawing wood, so it does run. Now the chain is very dull, but we got a new one of those, so I'm gonna throw that on. That's when we need it. So I'm gonna start this thing up for you right now. Alright guys, here it is. Put it on, timer like twice. Hopefully she'll start. There she is. You can hear she's healthy again. She runs fine, and we planted some trees down this summer, and probably some this winter too. Hopefully guys, you like this video. I know it's a bit different than our other ones. This one was an actual repair video. Sorry for the dog barking in the background. She's just, you know, very protective. So yeah, she works fine. I broke the ignition spring inside. Sent my friend Austin Chanelo, I'll leave a link to his channel down below, hooked me up with a 50cc Poulan Pro chainsaw that runs but not really good. So I took the ignition spring off that. I was going to use the clutch, but I found the other piece for this, and that it wouldn't have fit anyway. So here you go, this chainsaw is fixed. Big shout out to Austin Chanelo for fixing me up with a brand new loaner chainsaw. that's supposed to have a 20-inch bar, 50cc. So hopefully maybe this summer we'll be getting that thing going, so we'll have 2 chainsaws. This chainsaw will be kind of smaller wood, and the other chainsaw will be kind of big wood. So yeah, expect to maybe see a series on that, maybe not, but expect to see some truck videos coming up soon. We're going to be redoing the brakes and wiring here very shortly, probably within the next half a year. We're going to start on those. I'm leaning towards working on the brakes first, but that's a whole different story. So make sure to tune in. Jason's Custom House. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you like this kind of video or of any of your other stories. I'd love to hear them. So thanks again for watching.